Yep, you're an idiot. We back with another one. So, today, it's going to be a little hard for me, so I'm not going to be able to share it. Charlie, can you tell us who is the idiot for today?
You are.
Me?
Jacksonville Jaguars.
I'm not a Jags fan for the record.
Listen. No, you're a Trevor Lawrence fan. And that high-paid man is, I don't know, damn Daniel Jones. Who's he gets more money than Daniel, and you get the same thing as that. Jacksonville paying Trevor Lawrence. Come on down. Join the idiot club. Move to Carolina if you want to.
So, let me ask you a question. Based on what criteria does this make them an idiot? So, because what I'm asking is, are you saying they should not have paid him? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying he never showed elite level stuff. And they just said, he'll figure it out. He has not figured it out. His bank account has made him worse at the game of football. I don't know. I mean, the reels of just him just absolutely overthrowing his receivers, just time after time. Frank pointed out as a rookie and all of that. But I mean, Nell, you do have to be on this idiot list. Like, you're part of the hive.
He is with Jacksonville staff.
Do you remember during the drafts, like the draft cycle when he was coming out, Nell wouldn't even let me talk about his inefficiency. Like, I tried to say, yeah, he's good, he's big, he's strong. He's a little inaccurate sometimes. Charlie, there you go, doing all this extra stuff. He's fine. Like, he wouldn't even let me discuss it. Like, it was a discussion point.
Charlie,
those things are massive at this point. Massive to the point that if you were to compare first overall pick quarterbacks right now, Trevor Lawrence and Baker Mayfield, it's not close. It's not close, and it's not the way you thought it would be 2 years ago.
Frank, what do you have to say about all this, buddy?
As far as number one quarterbacks go, he's closer to the what's that dude that stole the money from the kids, like for the school recently? So they the Raiders drafted him number one.
Jamarcus?
Jamarcus, he closer.
I didn't even know Jamarcus.
Jamarcus stole. Yeah, I don't. In case you didn't know, Jamarcus stole like $80,000 from the high school he was coaching. But anyway, don't worry about that.
I was thinking Jameis Winston.
That is a great comp, but I think Jameis is probably better than him if we keep it real. If we keep it, I said Jameis is probably better than him if we keep it real. So can I say something? Like, let's all go back to this. You remember during the draft process and how Jonell was about Trevor Lawrence. You know what I'm saying? And you also remember how he said that Trevor Lawrence, before the season started, was going to be elite year one. I think we're still waiting for that
top
part.
10, yeah.
But what's funny is that all I remember was that when I watched him at Clemson, yeah, he had the tools, but I'm like, he seems way too raw, and I don't know if he can really do it because they never, like Dabo Swinney never asked him to do anything. And I was just like, I don't know who this player is. So he seems a little raw to me when I watch him. You know what I'm saying? But Jonell, you and the Jaguars were clearly on the same page, or they must have called you or something, which is why you're part of this idiot. Because to pay him and make him the highest paid player in the league for whether it was 5 seconds or not, off of what evidence is insane to me. You know, because it's like, look at the deal Daniel Jones got. It was like, we paid him, but it's like, we don't really want to. They said no, hum-ho.
Top in the league.
Brakes truck
top of the market.
Hold on. Can I call a little order to the court?
Go ahead.
First of all, in 2022, they did win a playoff game, and he played really
Daniel
well.
Jones. Continue.
You said what?
So did Daniel Jones. So continue.
I don't want to continue anymore. I'm throwing in the towel now. Trevor Lawrence. Listen. I have a friend named Frank who has a contact. I don't know if Charlie, you watch Abbott Elementary. You know how the Italian lady got to connect for everything.
Oh yeah, I know a guy who knows a guy.
Frank, you gotta connect for the orphanage, man.
I do. I can make a phone call for you. You know what I'm saying?
Look, man, Trevor Lawrence, I staked my whole reputation on him. I'm supposed to be the quarterback guy. You know, I was all gung-ho, Trevor Lawrence. Look, man, players F up too, man. That's all I can say. Because this is nasty. It's nasty work. I'm not going to lie. I'm watching them play for the last 2 years, quite honestly. And been waiting for it, giving them all types of passes. Now I will say,
which is unlike you.
I
Right.
know, I
Very
know.
much unlike
I
you.
will say I don't like the coach or the offensive coordinator. I think
He'll be
Doug
gone
Peterson
soon.
and Press Taylor suck. Doug Peterson, he
That's
doesn't
fair
even
though.
like
That
the
is fair.
one thing I don't like about coaches is when they don't talk to the media well. Like you don't have to tell the media everything on your mind, but it's part of your job.
He
And when you
knows he's
ask
out of
sloppy,
there.
like you don't want to talk, it's like, bruh, don't nobody like you clearly don't got your job. You're not doing your job properly.
Listen. Part of it. So part of the city is also Jacksonville. That part because the general manager will come to the podium and they'll be like, "Well, I mean, I don't know what's going on. The players are there, so he's trying to say I did my job." And then the coach comes in and he's like, "I don't know if we got the right, people in the building and all that stuff." So he tries to throw it back on the play. It all needs to go. All of it
It's
needs to
nasty.
go. And like you're not wrong. I don't like the head coach. I don't like the OC. I don't like the general manager. But they're not overthrowing those passes like
That's what I was
that.
about to say
Fair.
because I don't
That's
like the
why I like
quarterback
that.
either.
Well, that
You
was
know
an
what I'm saying?
overhand right, Charlie. That hurt. That
Yeah,
hurt. You
I mean,
got me
because
with that.
you can't. I mean, you can't. But it's like it's crazy because it's like, what do the Jaguars do? This is why they're the idiot. Like they're stuck in this situation. They've
Hey,
laid their
hey,
bag.
Frank, let me say something hilarious though. Let me say something hilarious. So we were having this conversation off air like about a week ago, and I was talking to Charlie about how I don't like the coach and stuff, and he's like, "Dog, Trevor's the coach killer." He's like, "Urban might have been a dog."
I'm telling you, man. Trevor Lawrence is going to go through coach after coach, just like Herbert, just like Sean. Well, I almost called him Sean McVay. Matt Stafford. They just go through coach after.
Coach
It
killers,
can't be
huh?
them. It
Look,
can't be them. It got to be something else. They're coach killers, man. These big arm quarterbacks, just they look the part. So it got to be something, right? I
I
don't
just
know.
love how he had all of the tools and the pieces of the pie of the recipe that Jardell likes, and he is not even close to anywhere near what you would want.
I will give
yes.
Jonell this. I will give Jonell this credit. He did say there's no way that Zach Wilson will be better than him, and he's not wrong. He wasn't wrong.
Who is that again?
Your man. Anyways, I'm gonna be done with this now because I will go down that rabbit hole, but then it will further open the Trevor Lawrence rabbit hole. So we'll just end it there to be nice and say this is Soggy Nachos podcast. Thanks for listening. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Tell somebody about us.